Hi, I'm Kunal. I'm a director of product here at Sauce Labs. With me, joining is Felix.
Hello.
So I can just quickly go over my past life. Used to be at a CI company. Joined Sauce Labs a year ago, and it's been an exciting journey here. Coming from a CI company, we have heard of a lot of challenges with from a CI standpoint and testing, where people want to run their tests at scale. People want to really get the browsers and the multiple platforms they want, and they want to see all their test results in a single place. So we saw that challenges while I was working at a CI company, and coming into Sauce, that was a big thing which we wanted to fix.
Yeah, so I'm Felix. I'm a software engineer for close to 10 years now. And so I just joined so 6 months ago to work on this toolkit software to able to developers to enhance their tests.
Yep. So the big shift which we have been observing as a group is a lot of new companies are picking up the JavaScript automation frameworks. So customers are moving towards more Cypress, TestCafe, Puppeteer, and more recently like Playwright. And this is all in addition to the current frameworks which already exist out there, like Selenium, Appium, XCUI, and Expresso tests and Expresso frameworks. So we needed to find a way to help organizations scale their tests. And we also wanted to give them the flexibility to mix and match by supporting different frameworks across different teams. So the new framework types are basically creating this infrastructure demand. And that's where we feel Sauce Labs is a great fit, where we are providing you the pre-baked containers or the different browsers and the platform support. With Selenium, again, like as if you're a current customer, you've already seen, it produces a lot of metadata, screenshots and videos. And we all capture that in a pretty meaningful way, and we publish it to Sauce UI. Basically similar to that, Selenium, similar to Selenium, we also have the insights for the JavaScript frameworks. So we are collecting all the artifacts with the JavaScript frameworks are producing, and again, putting them into our UI where you can consume. With that, I would like to introduce you to our current solution, which is called Source Control. So Source Control basically lets you run the tests at scale. It's basically, the way we approach the problem is to make it work within your developer environment. And thought there was to basically give you fast release cycles. This is beneficial for you if you're already a Sauce customer. You can start using it with your current subscription. Or if you're a new team, all it takes is a few clicks to sign up for Sauce Labs and start using the solution. Source Control basically provides you the flexibility to orchestrate your tests, both not only on Sauce infrastructure, but it also gives you the flexibility to run the tests on Docker images, which we are actually shipping as part of the solution. However you run your test, you get the flexibility to view these test results in Sauce UI. And we basically collect all the metadata, all the artifacts in a single place. This is where strongly feel that Sauce Labs is in a unique position to provide insights across the different platforms which the tests are getting executed on. So to run through a quick demo, I'll pass it on to my colleague here, Felix. As a customer, you can always get started at the docs.saucelabs.com, where we have the current documentation on how to get up and running. And over to you, Felix, to showcase on how a customer can get set up and get running with this.
Thank you, Kunal. So here I'm on the documentation website, just like you mentioned, and I think there is everything that you can require to getting set up. So you have all the supported frameworks and browsers and all the meaningful information you may have. You can also find all the steps required to install and run Source Control on your laptop for every platform you may use. Let's get started. I will use for that an example repo we are using, which is Source Control TestCafe example. And I use a local copy to do this showcase. So the first thing that we'll be doing is cloning the repo, because as a developer, I want to be able to modify the source locally. And then opening the source. What we'll be doing in this, it's testing, running the test, not only on macOS like it's currently, but adding it to Windows 10 too. Just like you will find in the documentation, you have the config file for our source control software, which is in config.yaml in our .source file, .source folder. So what I'm going to do is copy the environment we have for running Firefox, not on macOS like it was before, but adding the Windows 10 platform. That's as simple as that. Now I will just create a new branch, create a PR with that, and so we'll be having all the info and the runs running through GitHub Actions. Let's go for this. So we had just our change set about running on Windows 10. Let's push it out to GitHub. Okay, here we are. Now let's go back to GitHub and then our new branch stepped out. And you can create the PR. So I'll create on my fork and not on the remote. And so we'll just add Windows tests. As you can see, there is some couple of pipelines that have been launched. So both on Cycle CI and GitHub Actions. And we can see the execution directly within the Actions console. So here, everything is running. It will be first running in the GitHub Actions runner using our image, and then it will be running using our cloud.
So yeah, as I mentioned before, this is where it's really interesting, where as someone who's writing code, you can run your tests using a Docker container. You can also pull these Docker container down and run them locally. Or as Felix is showing over here, you can run them via like either a GitHub action or a Circle CI orb, and you will be able to run it on the CI provider itself. So in this case, like it's just downloading the Docker image. It's going to run the tests, not only just on Docker mode, but also within the source cloud.
Yeah, exactly. As we just noticed, the test has been started. So there is 3 different tests in parallel running in Docker images. So 1 for Chrome and 2 for Firefox. So the first one was finished. And so we can see there is a result link we can open and see what is going on. And now we're in the source website where we have our results, the output of our test, and the video recording of our test. So now the second step is running on Source Cloud. It's the same except everything is running on Source Cloud, and so you, in our case, it will be running on both macOS and Windows. So let's go for this one. So as you can see, this one is on macOS and Firefox. So for now, it's still running, just finished. And you can see we're in macOS and it's running our TestCafe tests. Time to spin up the server. Fairly quick. In the end, we have all our 3 tests. Everything has passed and we're good to go. And the PR can be now flagged as passing. Everything is passing, so we're good to go.
Yeah, awesome. I think the idea here is to just give the feedback where you are. So in this case, since you are already on writing basically a commit code on GitHub, you get the responses back on GitHub. We definitely have other providers who we integrate with, so with GitLab, with Jenkins. So you can pick the provider of your choice. You can have these integrations deep within your own ecosystem. So if you're using different tools, we are definitely integrating with most of the tools that are out there. Again, like from our side, the hope is that we are closely working within the ecosystem of tools that you are using, so it's easier for you to start using the product, get up and running with the test. And as sort of Felix demoed, it's super straightforward. Like we already integrated with Circle CI and GitHub Actions in this case, and you can see the PR is now ready to get merged and code is ready to ship. Awesome. So to just get started, all you need is a Sauce account. You can sign up, and once you have signed up, all the docs are present. These repos, which Felix was showcasing, are all open source. So you can always go and look for examples to get started and up and running. And once you have that, you have Sauce Control running your tests either on Docker or on Sauce Cloud. Thank you so much, Felix, for the demo. This has been super helpful.
Thank you.